Hello, Elise. How are you doing today?
Doing well. How are you?
Good, thank you. So we are here for a non-instrumental motor speech evaluation. So I'm going to start by asking you a couple questions. So thank you for filling out this case history before our appointment today. Have you ever had any difficulty with chewing or saliva control?
No.
Is it difficult to move food around in your mouth?
No.
Does food ever get stuck in your cheeks or on the roof of your mouth?
No.
Do you have trouble swallowing food or liquids?
No.
Do you have trouble getting a swallow started?
No.
Does food or liquid ever go in or out of your nose when you swallow?
No.
Does food or liquid go down your throat before you start to swallow and cause coughing or choking?
No.
Do you gag or choke when swallowing?
No.
Do you cough after completing a swallow?
No.
And do you take any medications that could affect your speech?
Nope.
And have you had any change in your emotional expressiveness? Like, do you cry or laugh more easily or less easily than in the past?
No.
Okay. And are you aware of any abnormal movements of your jaw, face, tongue, or neck?
Nope.
Okay. Great. And have you noticed any change in the appearance or feeling of your face or mouth?
No.
Okay. All right. So the first thing we're gonna do is an oral mech exam. So this just means I'm gonna be looking at your face and inside of your mouth, just to kind of make sure that everything looks typical and is kind of moving the way it's supposed to. So if I can get these gloves on. Oh my gosh. One down. Okay, well, I put this one on. I'm gonna have you do a couple of things for me. Can you smile super big? Okay, and can you make a frowny face? And then can you make a face like you just tasted something super sour? Okay. Okay, and then can you pucker your lips like you're about to give someone a kiss? Okay. Okay, and I'm gonna have you fill your cheeks with air for me, and I'm gonna try and push the air out, but don't let me if you can, okay? All right, good job. Now can you open and close your mouth for me? Like a little wider. Okay, good job. All right, and then I'm gonna have you clench your teeth and try not to let me move your jaw, okay? Right, and now open your mouth and try not to let me close your jaw. Okay, good job. Right, and then can you stick your tongue out as far as you can for me? Okay, and then I'm gonna press up against this, so try not to move your tongue if you can. Can you stick it out like straight out? There you go. Okay. And then can you stick your tongue to the left? Okay. My left, just kidding. And then your right. All right, good job. And then can you lick your lips all the way around like you just had a powdered donut like this? Good job. And can you move your tongue like you have peanut butter stuck on the roof of your mouth? Good job, thank you. All right, now can you open your mouth and say, I think there's another, oh, there we go. And say, ah. Okay, can you tilt your head back a little bit? One more time. Ah. Okay, thank you. And then if you're ever brushing your teeth and you stick the toothbrush like too far back in your mouth, do you ever get a gag reflex?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Is that normal?
Actually, like 15% of people don't have one,
Oh, wow.
so it's not super. If you said no, I wouldn't be that concerned. And then smile for me one more time. Beautiful, thank you. Okay, so now I'm gonna hold this mirror under your nose and have you say a couple sounds to me, okay? The first one is gonna be M, like mom, so just say, mm. And And then the next one's going to be N, like Nancy. Mm-hmm. And then ING sound. Ing. Okay, good job. Right, and now I'm going to have you say a couple sounds for me. And I'm going to time them here on my timer. So I'm going to have you say the P sound as many times as you can, as fast as you can until I say stop. So it's going to sound like this. Pa 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 pa. Okay. Ready? Go ahead. Okay, good job. Should have reminded you to take a deep breath before you did that. Okay, one more time, and a deep breath. Well, now we're gonna say a different sound. Okay. So it's gonna be the T sound. So same thing, as fast as you can for as long as you can, like ta 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 ta. Okay. Okay. Go ahead. Begin. Okay, good job. Thank you. Right, and one more time with the K sound, K sound. Okay, so K, 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 okay? And go ahead. Good job. And now we're gonna put them all together, and you're gonna say pa to ka as fast as you can for as many times as you can. Pa to ka, P-T-K. Okay. And go ahead. Patika, 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 patika. Good job. All right, thank you, Elise. Now we're going to do a cranial nerve exam. So this is just to check that the motor and sensory functions of your nerves are working properly. Okay. So I'm gonna have you open and close. Move your hair back a little bit. Thank you, that's very personal. I wouldn't have done that to patient. And open your mouth. Okay, and close it. Open, close, open, close. Okay, and now I'm just gonna have you look straight at me. Wonderful. Okay, and now I'm gonna have you open your mouth slowly, as wide as you can. Good job. Okay, thank you. And now I'm gonna have you move your jaw from left to right like this. A couple times. Okay, good job. And I'm gonna have you close your eyes, and I'm gonna touch a couple parts of your face. And when you feel my touch, just say yes, okay?
Okay. Yes. 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 Yes.
Okay, awesome. Now I'm gonna have you wrinkle and raise your eyebrows 3 times for me.
I have Botox.
Good job, thank you. And smile for me one more time. Okay, and now round your lips kind of like this. Okay, good job. And now I'm gonna have you smile and pucker your lips as fast as you can 3 times, like this. Good job. And I'm gonna have you puff your cheeks up again one more time. Okay, and don't let me push any air out. Okay, awesome. And now I'm going to do the same thing. Well, I'm gonna have you close your eyes, and I'm gonna touch your lips this time, and just tell me yes if you feel my touch, okay?
Yes. Yes.
So you can just nod. Okay. Okay. Can you cough for me? Okay, good job. You usually don't ask girls that in these type of exams. And open your mouth for me one more time, really wide, and stick your tongue out. Okay. Looks pretty good. No holes or anything like that. And I'm gonna have you open your mouth again and say 5 times. Beautiful. Okay, and now I'm going to have you turn your head to the left, and I'm going to try and push it, but try not to let me push it if you can. Okay, and then to the right, same thing. Try not to let me move it. Great, and now I'm going to have you shrug your shoulders, and I'm going to try and push them down, but try not to let me if you can. All right, good job. Okay, now I'm going to have you stick your tongue straight out one more time. Okay, and move it from left to right. Okay, Now I'm going to have you push your tongue on the inside of your right cheek. And I'm going to kind of push against it. Try not to let me move it. Okay, and then the left side. Okay, good job. And I'm going to have you stick your tongue up to your nose as far as you can. And then your chin, so down. Good job, thank you. And now last touch, I'm going to touch a couple spots on your tongue, and you're going to tell me if you feel it, okay? So close your eyes, and then open your mouth a little bit. Don't bite me. You have to say yes. I'm just kidding. Okay, good job. All right. Gloves can come off. So now this last part is going to be the French A decipher evaluation. So I'm going to have you do a couple tasks for me, answer a couple questions. Some things might be easy and some things might be hard, but just do your best and be easy on yourself, okay?
Okay.
Okay, do you ever cough or choke when you are eating or drinking?
No.
No. And do you have any difficulty clearing your throat ever?
Of like what?
Like just being able
Oh,
to
no.
clear your throat? No, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna have you eat, let's do 2 pieces of this pirate's booty, because all that could be a lot. 2 pieces, and then drink water when you're done, and just try and do it as fast as you can, and I'm gonna watch you, okay?
Like, do I have to eat 2 at the same time?
Let's do 2 just because, yeah, it's more like...
At the same time?
Yeah, at the
Okay.
same time.
Now?
Yes. Okay, and then drink a little water for me.
Right now?
This is just to make sure that, or just for me to kind of observe your chewing and swallowing abilities.
They're really dry in my defense.
That was kind of the point.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Those are for me. And then do you ever have any issues with like drooling or dribbling when you're eating
No.
or hanging out?
No.
Okay. Great. So I'm going to get my timer going again here. And I'm going to have you take a deep breath and...
I have to restart it.
Thank you. Take a deep breath and just kind of make a sound as you exhale. So just something like this. All the way until you run out of air, okay? Go ahead. Okay, good job. All right, now I'm gonna have you count from 1 to 20 in one breath as quickly as you can. So take a deep breath before you begin and go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Excellent, thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna have you give me like a super exaggerated big smile one more time. There's so many smiles in this. Okay, awesome. And I'm just gonna kind of take a look at your lips, so just kind of relax your face.
I love injections too.
You do not. Okay. There. And now I'm gonna have you blow air into your cheeks and hold the air in your cheeks for 15 seconds. So you can go ahead and take a deep breath if you'd like. And go ahead. Almost done. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Good job. Now I'm going to have you say the P sound one more time, and I'm going to count to 10. So I'll use my fingers so you can see.
As fast as I can.
As clearly and crisply as you can. So it doesn't have to be super fast. Just make sure you're really like articulating it well, like pop, pop, pop. Okay, go ahead. Pop, 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 pop. Okay, good job. I did not count very well with my fingers. All right. And now I'm going to have you say ooh, ee, and really kind of exaggerate your mouth as much as you can. 10 more times, one more time, and I'll count again. Go ahead.
Ooh, ee, 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 ooh, ee.
One more time.
Ooh, ee. Good job.
Okay, now I'm going to have you repeat this sentence for me. Mary brought me a piece of maple syrup pie.
Mary brought me a piece of maple berry pie. Okay.
So now I'm going to have you open your mouth and say ah, ah, ah 5 times, okay?
Ah, 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 ah.
Okay, good job. Looking good in there, looking good. So now I'm going to have you say may, pay, and nay, bay. Just one time. So may, pay, nay, bay.
May, pay, nay, bay.
Okay, good job. Okay, so now I'm going to have you say ah for as long as you can.
Okay.
So I'm going to have you take a super deep breath before you start, and it'll just sound like this. Ah, just for as long as you can until you run out of breath, okay?
Okay.
So deep breath, and go ahead. Keep going, good job. You're exceeding the norms right now. Keep going. All right, that was actually pretty impressive. 23 seconds. Okay. So now we're just gonna do a little bit of singing, nothing crazy, but I'm just gonna have you start in a low note and go up as high as you can. So it'll sound like this. Okay, just once. Go ahead. Wonderful. I like the gesture with it. It's helpful. Okay, and now I'm going to have you count to 5 and increase your loudness with each number. So it'll sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Excellent. You sang a little bit too. That was great. Okay. So this will be probably the most inconvenient part of the test. I'm going to have you stick your tongue out, not all the way, more like just kind of open your mouth and have your tongue forward, but it should be as relaxed as possible. And I'm going to have you do that for a whole minute.
Okay.
Okay?
Can I breathe?
You can breathe, yes. And not like out, so it'll look like this.
Oh.
Just, yeah, not out or pushed out, just kind of so I can see it. And then open your mouth a little bit wider. Okay. For the sake of this video, we'll do 30 seconds. Normally, this is when you would see a tongue if they were having like fasciculations or a tremor, because it's just at rest.
Mm-hmm.
So someone with dysarthria or a motor speech disorder's tongue would, you could see it like shake.
Mm-hmm.
Or fasciculations are like nerve ending issues. So if you have fasciculations, it looks like there's like worms under your tongue. Your just muscles are just constantly like moving around.
Mm-hmm.
But your tongue looks great, so don't worry. I don't find anything too abnormal. Oh, it's been 40 seconds. Okay, good job.
Okay. I was like getting nervous.
That is always a weird one. Okay, I'm gonna have you stick your tongue out and retract it 5 times like this. Good job. And now I'm gonna have you say ka la, so K and L, ka la, 10 times as quickly as you can, and I'll count for you. Okay? Go ahead.
Call la, 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 call la.
Good job. And I'm going to have you repeat this sentence after me. Kenneth's dog took 10 tiny ducks today.
Kenneth's dog took 10 tiny ducks today.
Good job. Okay, now I'm going to have you read these words for me. Just read to the one that I point to, okay?
Tongue,
Okay.
zipper, swim, popcorn, dog, vest, glass, church.
Okay, good job, thank you. And now I'm going to have you read this passage for me. So the purpose of this passage contains like every sound in English. So it'll kind of give me a good idea of sounds you might have trouble with and I'll be able to assess like your rate of speech as well. So go ahead. I'm going to time you on this as well. And go ahead.
You wish to know all about my grandfather. Well, he is nearly 93 years old, yet he still thinks as swiftly as ever. He dresses himself in an old black frock coat, usually several buttons missing. A long beard clings to his chin, giving those who observe him a pronounced feeling of the utmost respect. When he speaks, his voice is just a bit cracked and quivers a bit. Twice each day he plays skillfully and with zest upon a small organ. Except in the winter when the snow or ice prevents, he slowly takes a short walk in the open air each day. We have often urged him to walk more and smoke less, but he always answers, "Banana oil." Grandfather likes to be modern in his language.
Thank you. That was great. Okay. So the last thing I'm going to have you do is make the S sound for as long as you can, kind of like how we did the ah, but this time it'll be with S.
Like?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I'll have you take a super deep breath before you start. So, go ahead. And do it for as long as you can. Good job. Keep going. Good job. All right.
Sounds weird.
You vibrating a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. You're about to be more because now I'm going to have you do the Z sound.
Okay.
Same thing, as long as you can. Take a deep breath before you go. Go ahead.
Wait, like that?
Mm-hmm. Keep going, keep going.
Does
All
that
right.
sound correctly? I don't
That
know.
was great. That was definitely a Z sound. Okay, that is all we will be doing today. So thank you for coming in, Elise.
Thank you.